Hi, Water Street Church. I'm Roberta. I'm here to give you a midweek message. As I was preparing for this message, I was driving home and thinking about, what to say. And I was struck by the beauty around me. We're at a time of the year where, for many of us, it's much easier to get outside. We're much more aware of our surroundings. We're much more aware of our senses. And it had been a busy day and I was rushing home and I was reminded of, there's a familiar hymn we like to sing, "Be still and know that I am God." And it comes from a psalm. And I was reminded about that. And I'll read it for you, that Psalm 46 at the end of this message. But it occurred to me that we live in a world where visual and audio senses are almost overworked. We rely on them entirely to do communication, to reach out to each other. I'm speaking to you on a visual medium with audio to go with it. It's something that we have a strong reliance upon. And yet we were created with multiple senses, and many of us actually have difficulties with audio and visual. Some of us altogether can't see or hear, and we limit ourselves in how we interact with God's world. And so I was thinking about that. How do we use our other senses? I was reminded of a newborn child. I was thinking of Jonas and how much of his sensing of the world is through taste and through his mouth. And how can we as adults stop, slow down, and get back to that, right? We tend to focus a lot on eating. So it's trying new tastes, trying new textures, working on that. But it's also stopping and thinking about, have you ever tasted something in the air? Have you ever sat around a campfire and you can feel that taste on your tongue of the smoke? Stopping, being still and listening, see, there I go again. Stopping to taste, to focus on taste. What about touch and feel? So we tend to focus on our hands, but other parts of our body feel. Have you ever felt in the moment before a thunderclap and a lightning strike? Have you ever felt that feeling go across your skin? Or have you watched a child be so excited and that feeling radiates through their whole body? It's more than just touch. So how can we stop, be still, and know the Lord through touch? So that's where my mind was with this, and I could go on because I spent a lot of time and I really enjoyed this, and I'm sure you can too. So I'll just close here with the passage from Psalm 46. I'm going to read it to you. Perhaps you'd like to close your eyes and listen to the words and just listen. God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not fear when earthquakes come and the mountains crumble into the sea. Let the oceans roar and foam. Let mountains tremble as the waters surge. A river brings joy to the city of our God, the sacred home of the Most High. God dwells in that city. It cannot be destroyed. From the very break of day, God will protect it. The nations are in chaos and their kingdoms crumble. God's voice thunders and the earth melts. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Come, see the glorious works of the Lord. See how he brings destruction upon the world. He causes wars to end throughout the earth. He breaks the bow and snaps the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world. The Lord of heaven's armies is here among us. The God of Israel is our fortress. Peace be with you this week.